Good afternoon, guys. Today we're going to take a look at Kanika's autopsy report. I have decided to make this video because as a layperson, I don't understand all of the terminology that is present in this documentation, and I know a lot of you guys don't either. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to read the autopsy report aloud to you guys, and as I read it, I'm going to remember the words that I don't understand, come back to this particular portion of the autopsy report, write them down, look them up, and then come back and put them back in their proper place and try to make the report make sense. And what I suggest you guys do is you do the same. Get a pencil and paper, jot the words down that you don't understand. Now, you can find Kanika's autopsy report online. It's still up. All you have to do is Google search it, and Cook County Medical Examiner's autopsy for Kanika should pop up. So I'm going to throw this out there. I am not a medical professional, nor do I claim to be one. This video is being done as a learning experience and a teachable moment for the people in the J4K community. And if you guys want to follow along, as I said, you can do so. So here we go, guys. Let's jump into it. Office of the Medical Examiner, County of Cook, Illinois. Report of postpartum examination. Name, Kanika Jenkins L. Her case number, age 19, race black, sex female. Date death pronounced September 10th, 2017. Date examined September 10th, 2017 at 10 a.m. Examined by Kirsten E. Howell, MD. Supervising Medical Examiner, Kirsten Escobar Alvarenga, MD. External examination. The body is clothed in a white bra top, blue denim jacket, blue jeans, and a purple underwear. Accompanying the body is a left gray shoe. Cook County mark identification bands are on the bilateral great toes and right wrist. The body is that of a normally developed, well-nourished adult black female. The body weighs 159 pounds, is 66 inches in length, and appears compatible with the reported age of 19 years. The body is cool following refrigeration. Rigor mortis is well developed and symmetrical in the upper and lower extremities, neck and jaw. Fixed red-purple lividity is present on the left anterior and posterior surfaces of the body, except in areas exposed to pressure. The body is well preserved and is not embalmed. A long black weave is attached to the natural black scalp hair, which is braided. The eyes are closed. Long black false eyelashes are on the upper eyelids. The irids are brown. The corneas are clear. The conjunctivite are mildly hypermic and free of petechiae on the bulbar and palpable surfaces. The external auditory canals, nares, and oral cavity are free of foreign material and abnormal secretions. No calvareal or facial fractures are present. The ears are normally developed and have no trauma. The earlobes is remotely pierced twice. The nose has a palpably intact bridge and septum. The lips and frenella are intact. The teeth are natural and in good repair. Examination of the neck reveals no external evidence of injury. Okay, so something popped out at me in this little section of the autopsy. And so I'm going to read that portion again. And it states the lips and frenella are intact. The teeth are natural and in good repair. Examination of the neck reveals no external evidence of injury. Okay, a lot of people had concerns about Kanika's teeth. So in this section of the autopsy, it states that her teeth were natural and in good repair, which lets me know that even though her teeth were natural, at some point in time in Kanika's life, she did have some dental work done. So keep this in mind, guys. And so I'm going to jump over to the next paragraph. The chest and breast are symmetrical. No breast masses are palpable. Each nipple is remotely pierced once, and there is a multicolored barbell type stud in each piercing defect. The abdomen is slightly rounded. The pubic hair is shaved. The external genitalia are those of a normal adult female and are free of injury or abnormality. The clitoral hood is remotely pierced and a white metal barbell type stud is in the piercing defect. The posterior torso is without note. The anus and perineum are atraumatic and unremarkable. The back and buttocks have no traumatic abnormalities. The upper and lower extremities are well developed and symmetrical. There are no bony deformities. Pitting edema or palpable fractures. The fingernails are covered by intact artificial nails covered by white nail polish. The toenails are covered by white nail polish. Tattoo scars and identifying marks. Tattoos documented photographically are on the lower, right and left sides of the abdomen and back. Evidence of injury. A 1/2 1/4 inch red-purple irregular abrasion is on the lateral right ankle. A 1/2 inch ill-defined purple contusion is on the posterolateral right leg. Internal examination. Body cavities. The body cavity is open by the usual thoracoabdominal Y-shaped incision, and the chest plate is removed. No adhesions or abnormal collections of fluid are in any of the body cavities. All body organs are present in the normal anatomic positions. The subcutaneous fat layer of the abdominal wall is 2 centimeters thick at the umbilicus. I'm going to read the last sentence for you guys again to see if you catch what I caught. And if you have caught it, please write it down in the comments so we can discuss this later. All body organs are present in the normal anatomic positions. The subcutaneous fat layer of the abdominal wall is 2 centimeters thick at the umbilicus. Okay, so we're going to move on to the head. The scalp is incised and reflected in the usual manner. The intrascalp and subscalp regions have no contusions or hemorrhages. The calvaria and skull base are intact, without bony abnormalities or fractures. The dura mater and falx cerebri are intact and unremarkable. There are no epidural, subdural, or subarachnoid hemorrhages. The 1350-gram brain is normal in shape. The leptomeninges are thin, delicate, and without exudates. The cerebral hemorrhages are symmetrical with mild edema as characterized by flattening of the dura and narrowing of the sulci. The cerebral vessels have no aneurysms or arteriosclerosis. The cranial nerves are normally developed. Sections through the cerebral hemispheres reveals no focal lesions of the cortex. White matter or deep nuclear structure. Sectioning of the brainstem and the cerebellum shows no focal abnormalities. The ventricular system is of normal size, shape, and configuration. Neck. An in situ layered anterior neck dissection reveals no subcutaneous or intramuscular hemorrhage. The tongue is intact and has no bite marks or contusions. The hyoid bone and laryngeal cartilage are intact. The epiglottis is unremarkable. The atlanto-occipital articulation is stable. An in situ layered posterior neck dissection reveals no subcutaneous or intramuscular hemorrhage. No cervical fractures are visualized or palpated. Cardiovascular system. The pericardial sac is intact. It has smooth, glistening surfaces and is free of significant fluid or adhesions. The heart weighs 42 grams. The coronary arteries arise normally, follow the usual distribution, and are widely patent with no evidence of atherosclerosis or thrombosis. The chambers and the valves exhibit the usual size position relationships and are unremarkable. The tricuspid valve circumference is 10.2 centimeters. The pulmonary valve is 5.6 centimeters. The mitral valve is 8.5 centimeters, and the aortic valve is 5.5 centimeters. The myocardium is red-brown and firm, with no focal lesions. The atrial and ventricular septa are intact. The left ventricular wall is 1.3 centimeters thick. The septum is 1.3 centimeters, and the right ventricle is 0.3 centimeters. The aorta and its major branches arise normally, follow the usual course, and are widely patent. The intimal surface of the aorta is free of atherosclerosis. The vena cava and their major tributaries return to the heart in the usual distribution and are free of thrombi. Okay, so I'm going to stop right here. And guys, all of the words that I had problems with reading, these are the words that I am going to look up, plus a few more. I'm going to look these words up, define them, write them down, show you what I came up with, come back to this particular portion of the autopsy and go over this particular portion of the autopsy again with you guys. So guys, I suggest you do the same. Remember, all you have to do in order to get access to Kanika's autopsy report is go to Cook County Medical Examiner's office on Google and it should pop right up. Guys, I want you to participate in this so there so that you can get a better understanding of what her autopsy reads. We need to know these things for ourselves instead of letting other people tell us, because they could be telling us anything. But if we have our own insight and our own study about the information that we're given, we have a better understanding of what's going on in the case. Okay, so with that being said, guys, I thank you guys for watching this video, and like I said, I'll be back later. Thank you guys. Bye. Okay, guys, so I'm back. Remember, we started Kanika's autopsy report from the very beginning, and we read the external examination all the way down to the cardiovascular system. And we said that we would extract the words that we didn't understand from the passage, define them, and then come back to the medical examiner's report, read it again, and apply the knowledge we've learned to the text. Okay, so now the first word that I pulled from the passage is rigor mortis, and so I'm going to be defining these words from the Merriam-Webster's Medical Dictionary. And if you want to find that, all you got to do is Google it and it'll pop up. I think it's one of the first medical dictionaries that'll pop up. So I'm going to define rigor mortis and read it aloud to you guys, so you can write it down if you want to. And rigor mortis is defined as temporary rigidity of muscles occurring after death. The next word is symmetrical. And there are a few definitions of that word, so I'm going to have to look through it to see which one best applies to an autopsy report. And I think it would be exhibiting symmetry in a structural formula. That's exhibiting symmetry in a structural formula. The next word is anterior. Okay, and so anterior also has a few definitions, and the best one applies here is situated before or toward the front. Situated before or toward the front. Posterior. Okay, and that would be opposite of anterior, and it is situated behind, such as of the human body or its parts. situated behind, such as, of the human body or its parts. Embalm. To treat a dead body so as to protect from decay. To treat a dead body so as to protect it from decaying. Conjunctivite. Conjunctivite is defined as the mucous membrane that lines the inner surface of the eyelids and is continued over the forepart of the eyeball. The mucous membrane that lines the inner surface of the eyelids and is continued over the forepart of the eyeball. The next word is hypermic. Hypermic let me see. Hold on, guys. Okay, I put in the word hypermic, but it's given me the word hypermia, which is a noun, and it is defined as excess of blood in a body part, congestion. Excess of blood in a body part, congestion. Petechiae. Petechiae is defined as a minute reddish or purplish spot containing blood that appears in skin or mucous membrane as a result of localized hemorrhage. A minute reddish or purplish spot containing blood that appears in skin or mucous membrane as a result of localized hemorrhage. Bulbar. Of or relating to a bulb, specifically involving the medulla oblongata. Of or relating to a bulb, specifically involving the medulla oblongata. Palpable. Of or relating to, are located on or near the eyelid. Of or relating to, are located on or near the eyelid. And the last one on the list is nares. Either of the pair of openings of the nose or nasal cavity. Either of the pair of the opening of the nose or nasal cavity. Okay, guys, so that's the list of words I have for that portion of the autopsy report. Now, I'm going to give you guys some time to write these definitions down, and then I'll come back with another video and we'll go over that particular portion of the autopsy report and apply the knowledge that we've learned to the autopsy report to make it make sense to us. I thank you guys for watching, and I really do hope that you guys follow along with this, because it'll give you a better understanding of what that autopsy report is actually stating. Again, as lay people, we don't understand that medical terminology. So if we don't know the definitions of these words, we can get things all twisted up and make this autopsy report out to be something that it's not, or make it to be not something that it is. In other words, we can just twist it up and mess it all up because we don't understand medical terminology. We are not in the medical field. Most of us are not. Some of us do, but most of us are not. So we have to, we have to research this information and figure out the things that we don't know, so we can get a better understanding of what's going on in Kenneka Jenkins' case. Again, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a blessed evening. Bye bye.